All right, scholars, let's take a look at the think about it. Thomas takes 3 walks a day in his neighborhood. During the first walk, Thomas walked 5/12 of a mile. During the second walk, Thomas walked 4/12 of a mile. On the third walk, Thomas walked 6/12 of a mile. How far did Thomas walk? All right, so if we want to find out how far Thomas walked, we're going to need to add these 3 fractions. So I'm going to start to set it up right over here. We got 5/12, and then that's how far Thomas walked on the first one. The second walk, Thomas went for 4/12, and then the last walk is going to be 6/12. All right, so we're going to add these fractions that have like denominators. So that means the 12 is going to stay the denominator, and now we just got to figure out what the numerator is going to be. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 6 is 15. Now, this is a fraction right now that we could see is greater than 1 because 15 is greater than 12. And it's going to be a lot more useful to turn this into a mixed number to explain how far Thomas walked. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the division right over here and divide this out to help us find out what is going to be the mixed number. And I'm just going to draw these lines here, and I'll be creating the mixed number right here. All right, so as I'm creating this, remember that the denominator is going to stay the same because this fraction is still out of parts of 12. Okay, every whole is going to have 12 parts, whether it's written like this, which can be called an improper fraction, or a mixed number. Okay, so now we want to know, well, how many can we make if we have 15 parts? We could only make 1. And looking over here, 12 goes into 15 one time. That's going to represent the whole number. Well, if you use those 12 parts, how many do you got left over, right? That you weren't able to make another complete whole to turn this into a 2. You have 3 left over. Well, that's going to be the remainder over here. So 12 times 1 is 12, so I'm subtracting the 12. And then 15 minus 12 is 3. This is the remainder, and that's also the parts left over, and that represents what we would put in the numerator. Okay, so this is an answer right here. And again, this is 100% acceptable, but if we wanted to take it a step further and write this in simplest form, we could divide the 3 and the 12 by 3/3. 3/3, 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. But this is a great answer as well.